the series pick video because I just can't be fucked to do a whole video on this, to be honest. I've had a long day. But anyway, I hope all is well for everybody when everyone decides to join. Let's get up the Dana White Contender Series. We might as well. Dana White Contender Series, week 7, is it? Maybe week 6? I can't even remember now, man. These Dana White Contender Series are just speeding by. It is week 7. Jesus, week 7 already. That's crazy. Anyway, I wait on till people get in here before I start doing my predictions, because, like, you know. Actually, maybe I should just get into the card now while there's, like, one person in here. Whoever you may be, hello. Say what's going on. Whoever you may be. So we have first fight of the night, which is Javier Reyes versus Justice Torres. I'm probably going to take Justice Torres here, to be honest. I don't think Reyes is that good. I don't think Javier Reyes is going to win. He lost his fight before this to a pretty decent prospect. He got chinned by Douglas. He's got chinned a few times. You know, if this guy loses, he always does get finished. And Justice Torres, coming off decision loss, split decision. You know, this guy, he's pretty tough. He's got some good decisions, got some good submissions. I'll go Justice Torres to get the upset over Javier Reyes. Then we've got a fight in the middleweight division between Danny Barbier versus Mantas Contradcavias. Jesus, that's a tough name to say. Who am I going to pick for this one? I think I'm going to go with the Croatian. I'm going to go with the Croatian. Danny Barbier. I think he'll get this one done. You know, he's decent, not be the best level of guys, but he's finishing these guys pretty early, which, you know, you always like to see. He has a no contest as well. A lot of guys with no records, but this guy's, like, actually fighting on the Croatian scene, so maybe, you know, you got to give him some respect. And he's fighting a Lithuanian guy. He's not bad. He's beat probably the better level of comp, to be honest, with you guys. He's a good kickboxer. Lost to Simeon Powell, but I'll go with the Croatian here. I'm gonna pick the Croat. Then we've got a fight between a Mexican and a guy from Kyrgyzstan. We got Bayan Zercha versus Malatazi Magomedov. I mean, I imagine most people are going to go with Magomedov, so fuck it. We'll go with Magomedov too, shall we? You know, let's go Magomedov. He's going to get it done. Hello, how are you going? From Michael Bell. I'm going good, Michael Bell. Thank you. I'm going well from Benny P. You know, Raja Jackson got arrested, so, you know, at least that's good. He should have been arrested a long time ago. And I'm doing my quick pick Dana White Contender Series. But, yeah, I got Magomedov winning that fight. I'll go with Jesla Chavez to win. How have you been? From Michael Bell. I've been good, Michael Bell. From Benny P. I've been good. What have you been up to lately? Haven't seen you in here for a while. It's been a couple streams since I've seen you. I guess I need to start going on here a bit more. I'll go Sofia Montenegro here. And then we got the main event. I'll go with Rafael Tobias. I watched Yair de Oliveira. Didn't think he was very good. But anyway, let's get on to the whole Roger Jackson reason. Since I would imagine this is why 17 people have just popped in here. Yes, Roger Jackson has finally been arrested. You know, it only took like a month to arrest him after viciously assaulting somebody. But here he is. He's finally been arrested. Took long enough. But yeah, what's going on? 13 people in here. Say what's up if you're new to the channel. It's good to see you guys. I go live. Not as often as I normally do, but I try and go live almost every day. But lately I've just been a bit busy. But I go live. I do UFC fight prediction videos. I interview fighters. And I make random tier videos that nobody watches, unfortunately. Nobody watched my last tier video, which is very depressing. But we move, you know. Sometimes the videos aren't going to hit. But anyway, who's here? Any regulars in the chat right now? Or are you guys new? All new people besides Michael Bell? The GOAT Michael Bell? But yeah, anyway, for my quick picks, I picked For the people who didn't hear, I picked Torres, I picked Babir, I picked Magomedov, I picked Sofia, and I picked Rafael Tobias to win. I don't think Yair Oliveira is very good, to be honest. So I'm not going to pick him. I think he's quite bad. But, could prove me wrong. He's 6-0, but he's not a very good 6-0. He's beat some pretty horrendous level of comp. But, I don't know. Some guys on Dana White Contender Series, they beat the worst guys imaginable, and they go on to, destroy their opponents. Sometimes it works, but I don't think this is going to be one of those cases. Because, if you look at Mick Parkin's record, he beat some pretty bad guys before Dana White Contender Series, and he went in there and smoked the guy he fought. But yeah, anyway. What's going on? Wait, maybe I should put all messages on. Maybe somebody's messaged. I can't see. No, nobody said anything besides Michael Bell. But yeah, what's everybody up to? Where's everybody from right now? I don't normally go live at this time, so maybe the regulars won't be in this chat that are normally here. So yeah, where's everybody from? If you're new to the channel, if you're new to the stream, what's going on? I think... I don't know. I'm surprised they took it. Let's see. He's finally in custody. Gotham can arrest TC Commissioner. Finally, yeah, finally. We can finally rest, the fucking nuisance, the criminal, the man that is Roger Jackson is finally behind bars. For how long, I don't know. He'll probably get bailed out, immediately. Rampage will probably bail him out. He said that he had money saved up to bail him out. But maybe it'd be better worth using that for his legal case. I think it's just lucky that, that guy didn't die, to be honest, or he's not a vegetable, or it'd be a lot worse. Roger Jackson will probably still do a couple years if he does, or they'll just do a plea deal or something like that, probably, I'd imagine. But, again, I'm not an expert on the American legal system, but I'd imagine he at least, has to pay Psycho Stu some money. But, god damn, is the fucking American, legal system slow. How does it take, over a month to put him in custody? He could have, not that he was he's not he's not going around just beating people up, but he could have, if he wanted to, he could have gone and done that to more people, and they didn't even have him arrested or anything. It's crazy. It just speaks to how bad the legal system is, man. But I can't talk. Australia's legal system is even worse. You can commit a heinous crime and they can bail you out the same day. It's fucked. But yeah, like you said, he's finally in custody. Gotham can rest easy. Batman can finally go relax at night. Sup? Hello, John Dong. How you going? What's going on, Mr. Dong? How are you going today, Johnny Dong? Good to see you nice and early in the stream. Normally I see you a bit later in the stream. But I think, I'm on your time this time, John Dong. But yeah, what do you reckon the verdict will be for Roger Jackson? What do you reckon? Just a plea deal, or do you guys reckon he'll actually do time? Because if for the Americans here, you guys let me know. Obviously, he's in California. Makes it a bit harder that he'll actually do any time, probably. They're pretty easy when it comes to crime in California, I've heard from some of my subscribers. Obviously, I'm not from California. I don't work in the legal department, so I can't say firsthand, but it does seem like they're quite easygoing in the legal department there. Man, I'm really sad that my MMA Fighters as Political Assassins tier list didn't do very well. I was actually so sad. It only did 30 views. Honestly, I think that video got shadow banned because normally I go look at the analytics for videos and it'll say recommendations, but there was nobody watched it from recommendations. So I honestly think they probably shadow banned it. He needs time. He needs to be locked away for a couple years, At least a couple years, But will he actually face that time? Who knows? He'll probably be out in a fucking year, honestly. They'll probably just make him do anger management classes or something, But yeah, honestly, I swear they've nuked my algorithm. I don't know. I honestly, but to be fair, I feel like they probably did nuke my tier video I'd made yesterday, just probably because of the nature of the video, considering everything that's going on right now with political violence in the US, but like I wasn't glorifying it or anything, but I think they just shadow banned it probably. It's not something they would recommend in the algorithm, but it's a shame. It was a good tier video. I got a lot of messages from the people who did watch it. They liked it. It's a shame they didn't recommend it to anybody. I thought it was a pretty interesting topic to do, you know, MMA fighters as political assassins, whatever. But yeah, Roger Jackson. We'll see we'll see if they'll turn it into some sort of circus. Probably he'll probably become a bigger thing than it should be. If we're going to be honest, you know, that it'd be interesting. You know, if he does get out, every MMA promotion is going to want to book him for a fight. Because if you can get Roger Jackson after he's like an infamous fucking figure, it'll be big for the promotion. Doesn't matter who he fights for. You can give him a can or you can just get him beaten up. It'll be massive. And that just speaks to like the consumer, you know, they know the guy shouldn't be allowed out, but if he is, they'll 100% book the guy for a fight immediately, you know. Use the name recognition while you can. I mean, he's already 0-1 though, to be fair. So like, who can they really give him? They can't go in there and give him a big name for his return, you know, from prison or jail. But what else is happening in MMA lately? Like MMA, honestly, MMA's been really dead. Have you guys noticed that? Like, there's not really much to talk about when it comes to MMA. Like, normally we have like crazy story after crazy story, but like lately it's just been pretty dead. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, even like you notice with like the other MMA channels, nobody's making videos this week. Like, there's no UFC. There's nothing to talk about. Like, sometimes it makes me feel like maybe I should like make a channel. Like, maybe I should like steer this channel into doing more than just MMA because like there's more to talk about. But like with MMA, it's like honestly, sometimes it just feels like a chore. Like it honestly feels like I'm trying to find things to talk about when there is nothing to talk about, but I'll still find a way, you know. Being able to talk about nothing's a good skill to have. If you can do that, if you can find a way to yap and have people watch it for a meaningful amount of time, that's a skill in and of itself, I feel like. But anyway, I'm yapping on here, but let's see what we got the Perth card next week. That should be decent for the Australian fans. Could have been better. Could have had Quillan Sourkill or Cody Haddon on there. Absolutely. Could have had some Perth fighters, but no, they didn't do that for us, of course, because that would make too much sense. And the UFC. We got Octagon 76, that Paddy Pimblett looking guy's fighting. That should be decent. What's the guy's name? Where the fuck is he? Did his fight get cancelled? They've got him on the poster, but he's not on the... Oh, there he is. Frederick Vance Groen is fighting. The guy everyone says is like the Paddy Pimblett / with Brock Lesnar. He's fighting Fabio Morales. I'm at work taking a shit watching on my phone right now, so as poo slides out my bum. I'm glad to hear that. That's great. That's awesome. Haven't seen you for a while, Em. It's been a while. Hope you've been well. I've been doing a lot earlier streams lately, or I've just not been streaming at all. So I haven't seen you for a while. So I hope you're having you're having a nice shit as you listen to me yap shit out of my mouth. But yeah, Frederick Vos Groni from from Germany. Don't think he's very good. I honestly don't think the guy's very good. I don't think he's going to be like champion or anything like that. But he might be able to beat Fabio, and then maybe they give him Dana White Contender Series, or they just sign him straight to the UFC. Because the guy's like a viral sensation. This like Neanderthal BJJ is his name. He's big. Like you see him everywhere. You can't go on Instagram without seeing this fucking guy. He's very one dimensional though. He can't strike very well. He just sort of like runs and does heel hooks and like goes for submissions, which you know can only get you so far. But it's light heavyweight, so who knows? Maybe he'll go in there. We'll see him heel hook fucking Ankalaev in like the 5th round. I started this job a month ago and worked the night shift. Unfortunately, Molly's good though. How have you been? I've been good. I've been busy. You know, I've been fucking scrapping. You know, got fucking blood on my shirt. You know, just been fucking fighting the streets, the mean streets. But besides that, you know, all has been well. You didn't stream Canelo Crawford. Yeah, I know. I was going to, but the UFC started so early, so I was just so tired by that point. I probably should have streamed it, in all honesty, but yeah, I ended up not doing it. But honestly, The card was just like pretty shit, if we're gonna be honest. Like, not the card, but the fight. I don't know. Like, I know for boxing it was probably really good, but like for me, it just felt like too much of a chess match, and like not a lot really happened. You know, I am a boxing casual. Like, I'll admit that 100%. I masturbate daily to national. Nice, I guess. I'm not sure what is that. You're using a very let's have a look. Hello, mixed martial artist. Good man. How you doing? I had to watch it at work. Was it worth it though? Was it? Oh, you jerk off to plants and trees. That's nice. Fair enough. You know what? That's like not even that bad to be honest. Rofna Tull. I've had a lot of weirder people say a lot of weirder stuff. You know, that's like probably one of the more normal things to masturbate to. I had to watch it at work. Oh, how was that experience? And hello, mixed martial artist. Good to see you. How you been, man? Hope you're going very well. If you guys are here for the Dana White Contender Series predictions, I did that early in the video, by the way, just for you guys to know. I did do it. Not making a whole separate video for it. I can't not be fucked. Today's been too long. It feels like the longest day I've ever had in my life. And it's only almost 2 p.m. It's been a long day, guys. What's everybody up to? What's the topic you guys want to talk about? Come on, let's go. Conversation simulator is here. Let's conversate about something, guys. Sometimes when I get bored, I sell Tide powder to mentally ill homeless people and tell them it's fair enough, man. Why not? Doing solid, just took a sleeping pill, so I'm chilling now. Nice. You going well, man? You're in New York. What's the time there in NYC? Actually, I can't remember if you said you're up. I can't remember if you said you're in New York City or if you're in upper. What's the term they call the other part of New York? I forget. Like upper. I don't know. There's like a really fancy name they call like the other part of New York. But yeah, no, fair enough, Rofner. Why not? Why would you not do that? You know, you're just practicing like some science experiments. You know, somebody's gonna do it to the homeless. It might as well be you. You know. I'm just gonna say I don't condone this. 1:53 a.m. Oh shit, quite late. Did you get up to much? I'd imagine you're probably working because it's would be Thursday there. Have I already asked you how does Diego Lopez do against featherweight Max Holloway and Prime McGregor? He might be able to beat Prime McGregor honestly if he wrestles. I think Max Holloway is always going to be tough for him because he does slow down. He doesn't have the best striking defense. Got a good chin, so I feel like Max Holloway would probably it'd be a tough first couple rounds, but then I feel like Max Holloway would eventually take over and get him out of there. But also, Prime Connor could probably chin Diego too. To be fair, like Diego's got a good chin, but I feel like Prime Connor is a lot better than Gene Silver, obviously. What are your hottest takes in MMA? Hottest take is that Shavkat's overrated. I'll always stand by that. Shavkat is not very good. I'm going to keep standing by it. He can keep having mid performances, and people will say, "Oh, he went into that fight with a broken fucking leg." You know, he won a fight against Ian Gary with a broken freaking neck. Like people can make all these excuses. The guy is not very good. Oh, I will keep standing by that. Every time I get asked my hottest take, it's always going to be that Shavkat's not that good. He's good. He's all right. He beat Ian Gary, which is good on short notice. But he's not that good. Hawk. My hot take is that MVP beats 2022 and middleweight Pereira. Maybe. He is very quick. I don't know. It would be tough for Pereira, but I feel like Pereira, as soon as he lands on him, he would KO him out cold. I feel like MVP's got a below average chin. You know, we've seen him get hurt quite a few times. But he's just hard to hit. I feel like that's the thing with MVP. Because he's so hard to hit, people don't realize, but his chin's not very good. I also feel like if Pereira can get some leg kicks landed, I feel like he will just destroy MVP's leg. He's going to be a lot bigger than him weight-wise, power-wise. But again, MVP's speed would be pretty chaotic. But also, Poatan could just wrestle, to be honest. Like, he did take down Izzy. Izzy's got much better takedown defense and, like, grappling get-ups than MVP. But it would be dangerous. He could definitely win, but it would be quite dangerous, I reckon. So it'd be an interesting fight. That is a fun take. I don't know. I think it comes down to if Pereira can land on him at some point, and I think he would. Like, it could be MVP fucking him up for like 4 rounds, but then he gets caught with that left hook, he's going to go cold. But I think MVP. I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but I feel like Strickland's like a nightmare matchup for MVP. To be honest, like I feel like Sean Strickland would walk down MVP and actually like beat the fuck out of him. I feel like that's one of the fights where Sean Strickland would actually put on like a really fun fight because I feel like with a fight like him versus MVP, you'd be forced to it. It would be forced to be like a pocket brawl. I feel like, and maybe like MVP can land some like spinning attack or something when like Strickland's marching forward. But I like it more. I think it's more likely Strickland walks him down. I want to see Strickland versus MVP so bad. I honestly think it'd be a fun fight. Maybe the cursed words I've just said, but I feel like that's one of the fights where we see Sean Strickland actually have an entertaining fight because I feel like he would be marching forward, and I feel like we'd have to see MVP fight a bit more reckless. People have asked that it would be boring, but it's an interesting clash of styles. It would be like I think Wonderboy or Izzy versus MVP would be boring, but I think Strickland versus MVP would actually be decent. I actually think that's a fight where Strickland would have to go a lot more aggressive, to get some offense off. He couldn't do like the fucking little soldier march thing he does. And MVP on the other hand, you'll see Raja got arrested, 50K bond, 50K. I don't think Rampage is gonna pay that. Honestly, I reckon Rampage is gonna let him fucking sit in the cell. But I don't know, man. That's fucking 50K. And I don't know. Do you guys think that's a bit cheap for someone who just tried to murder somebody? Like, I honestly think for attempted murder, you should maybe get like it should be like at least 150K. Glad he got arrested though. Yeah, same. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like you should get more. I feel like the bail should be higher. Like, it's a pretty set case. It's this video footage of him trying to like beat the fucking brains out of Stu's skull. Like it's not like a. It's not like, oh, I don't know, man. It could have been somebody else. Like he streamed it. He showed no remorse afterwards. Like it feels like one of those things where like it should definitely be more than 50K, 100%. But I don't know. Do you think am I being too like fucking aggressive? What do you guys reckon? Should it be lower? Should he like? You guys think 50K is too much? But I think it should be more. Honestly, maybe that's a hot take. Because like I don't know with stuff like that, if he gets out, he could just go and like do that again. Like I don't know. I think attempted murder or even just like what type of assault would it be? First degree assault? Like I don't know. It's like the closest thing to attempted murder I've ever seen. So I don't know. I feel like that's like 250K, 150K. It has to at least be like some significant change where like it's more than likely you can't get out. But is there like a set trial for like or anything like that, or it just says he's in there for 50K bail? Maybe I should like look this up actually. To be fair, let's have a look. Roger Jackson. Let's see. Arrested facing felony. Fucking hell, I'm losing my fucking marbles. Felony charge for viral wrestling beatdown. And is facing a felony charge record. Say the 25-year-old had a bail amount set for 50K according to the booking records. He's lucky he's in California and not Texas. I know he would be getting the chair if he was in Texas. He was choking his own blood and teeth. Let's see. Okay, yeah. The article doesn't really say too much, but yeah, I think he'll probably do a little bit of time, but I don't think it'll be very long, unfortunately. Do you guys see Jimmy Kimmel got cancelled? Like his shows got cancelled. Jimmy Kimmel has been consistently one of the most unfunny fucking people I've ever seen in my life. Like I don't know, like Jimmy Kimmel was just like not a very funny guy. But should he have been cancelled? Should his show have been cancelled? I don't know. I feel like it should have because he wasn't making a joke. I feel like he was just straight spreading misinformation. But like, I don't know. I got mixed feelings about the whole thing, to be honest. I know I just randomly brought that up. Like Jimmy Kimmel, I feel like is an unfunny twat. But like, should he have been cancelled? Should he have been cancelled? There's like 5 people in USA who like Jimmy Kimmel's comedy. Yeah. Even less outside of the US. Like there's probably like 2 people outside of America who like his comedy. He's very unfunny. He hasn't made a funny joke for years. I think freedom of speech should go both ways. Yeah, I do too. Like I honestly think you can't cancel Jimmy Kimmel for like what he said, but also at the same time he was spreading misinformation. It's not like he said an edgy joke. Like he wasn't fired for an edgy joke. It was straight because he spread misinformation about the shooter being a Trump supporter, which just isn't true. The guy, like the guy is just straight a left leaning dude. Like it's just pretty clear. Like anybody who's looked into the evidence knows that the guy is like a left leaning guy. I mean he's got his girlfriend slash boyfriend is like transgender. Like there's clear motive. The guy's left leaning. I don't know why they got to like spin the narrative. The guy's a right winger. It just doesn't do any good for anybody. It's just a clear lie. It brings down the belief in the media, which is already at an all-time low. Like I don't know. There's plenty of shitty right wing people you can call right wingers. You don't have to make up a left wing person as a right winger. Like there's violent people on both sides. But anyway, whatever. He's a dickhead. He's lost his show now. He'll probably get it back in a couple of months or something, but it'll be interesting to see what he does with his free time. Still to this day, the most unfunny one is that English guy. Yeah, the whole left-right thing is cringe. I know. The left and the right are both eating each other. And, oh, this shitty person's a left-winger. And then, oh, no, this shitty person's a right-winger. Like, who the fuck cares? Shitty people are shitty people. Regardless of if they're center-left, center-right, if they're left-wing, right-wing, far-right, far-left, or centrist, who the fuck cares? If they're a shitty person, they should be condemned 100%, regardless, you know? Like, there's plenty of shitty right-wing people I'll shit on, and there's plenty of shitty left-wing people I'll shit on, you know? Like, I feel like it shouldn't be like, oh, this person's on my team, so I'm going to defend everything he does. It's like, oh, fuck that. You know, there's plenty of people I agree on with a lot of stuff, but they're shitty people, so I would never support them. And there's also plenty of, like, really good people on the other side who I disagree with a lot, but they're good people, so, you know, I won't shit on them for, like, stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Politics is too tribal, let's be honest. Like, everybody's looking for a tribe. And, like, that, I don't know. I feel like politics is for the people who they don't really have anything to do. Is Raja really arrested? Is this real? Yes, he is. He's finally been arrested. It took a very fucking long time, but they finally arrested him. He's finally off the streets. 50k bail. 50k bail. The UFC is divided because of the whole left-right thing, while Congress votes against releasing the Epstein files. I know, it's all just so fucking stupid. It's so stupid. Why? What reason would they have to vote against the Epstein files? And I know it was the Republicans. Took like, what, 3 weeks? I think it's been a month. Honestly, I think it's been a month. Let me look at my content. When did I make a thing about Roger Jackson? Since September. No, that was no update. Since August 24th, it's almost been 1 month. Should be 2 million bail. Honestly, I reckon 50k is too cheap. 100% too cheap. But I reckon Rampage is gonna like let him sit in prison or jail for a little bit, and then he's gonna like pay his legal fees. But I don't reckon he'll pay his bail, to be honest. I reckon he'll leave him in there for a bit, so he can feel the consequences of his actions. But yeah, that happened the 24th of August. That's a while ago, to be honest. Almost a month. You put on a lot of weight. What's wrong, lad? I've lost weight. I've actually lost weight. To be honest, I'm not sure how it'll work, but I assume some powerful people are on files that we don't know about. 50k is nothing for Rampage. Yeah, 100%. But I feel like Rampage won't pay it, to be honest. I feel like he'll leave him in there for a bit, hopefully. What was I going to say? Yeah, but there is probably powerful people on the Epstein files, like 100%. But it shows, like, I don't know, if they've got, clearly they're guilty if they're not going to release it, you know? And I say this as, like, someone who's, like, pretty critical of both sides. Like, the Republicans not doing it, it's fucked. You heard of the David situation? I have. It's insane. Actually insane. And the girl he was with, he's been dating her since she was 11. And he was, like, 18 or 16 or something. Our problem in America is that we let ourselves be left or right instead of politicians versus the people. Yeah, 100%. But also, at the same time, some people on the other side are fucking unbearable. You know, like, I feel like a lot of these people are plants. Like, I feel like a lot of these, like, really annoying left-leaning and really annoying right-leaning people, I swear they're plants to keep the divide going, because those people make you want to go against the other side. It's the dividing tactics they do. But yeah, the whole David situation, Unforgiven, is insane, because I really like David's music a lot. I really like his music, so it insane. And there's no doubt in my mind that at the very least that guy's a pedo. Like, did he kill the girl? I don't know. I think he did personally. Obviously, we'll find out. You know, he's innocent before guilty. But David, 100% at the very least, his career's over. He's a pedophile. You know, he needs to go to prison. Robertson was my classmate in school. Really? What was the guy like? It's easy to control the masses when they are divided. 100%. Every little revolution started from a divide. That's what they did. During the Russian Revolution, they divided. To start the revolution, they divided everybody. Me too. I really like his music, but he's my enemy. Now, yeah, 100%. Like, I can separate the artist from the music. Like, I can separate the person from the artist. Well, these are expert are paid and funded some way or another than merely mouthpieces. Yeah, they are 100%. I think they're all pushing like the whole divide and conquer type thing. Especially like you know which ones are really about it. Like there are some right wingers who I think are and left wingers who like I think they mean well, but there is a lot of people who are pushing this us versus them narrative. Like yeah, but it's like it's defining ones who are genuine and the ones who are paid off. Like they're all paid off by somebody, but like it's who. You know, some are paid off maybe by a foreign country that's in the Levant in the Middle East. Yo, what's going on, Winter? How you doing? I did my DWCS Contender series predictions early in the video if that's what you're curious about. A house divided cannot stand. It's true. I mean, look at America when like the whole Civil War happened and stuff like that. Or look at like a Civil War is if you're a superpower country, Civil War will bring you down. Never talk much when you're not. You never talk much when you're not in the mood. You ignore me on purpose. I don't ignore you. What are you talking about? I just like I get busy sometimes. Yeah, kind of, but it's not romantic homicide about her though. Upload the same as her birthday, which is crazy. Discord leaks and Twitch. Yeah, I know it's very disturbing. It's very disturbing. He mentions her by name in one of his songs, The Unforgiven, as well. Like her name was Celeste, and he brings her up a bunch, and even uses a girl in a music video who looks like her. It's all very fucking creepy. And there's like I don't know. It feels like it's one of those things that it's like an open secret. I feel like everybody around his area must have known about it, but it's one of those things that wasn't publicized. But I don't know, it's crazy, man. Because like I really liked his music. It's fucking annoying. Why are the best musicians the worst people? The same shit with fucking R. Kelly. I love R. Kelly's music, but he's a fucking piece of shit. He should be locked away for life. But why does he have to have some of the best music? Like, I believe I can fly is like such a banger. Like there's so many like even the closet song where he's got like there's like 16 different parts of him just singing in a closet. Actual banger. He told the mods to delete the entire video and everything with the stream with her. He's a demon. Yeah, no, he's evil. He is 100% pure evil. Is Raja going to be in jail? He is. Yeah, he's already in jail. He's got a 50k bond. So yeah, he's gonna be he's not gonna go to prison yet, but he might eventually. But he's just got bail. I don't know if anyone's paid it yet, but he might just sit in jail for a couple days if Rampage doesn't pay it. But yeah, nah, The Unforgiven, man. That stuff is put Raja and Tyler Robinson in the same cell. Yeah, why not? They'd probably get along, to be honest. Diddy and Kanye say hi. Maybe something might happen. Are you into reading about conspiracy theories? I love conspiracy theories. That's honestly why I haven't been streaming so much. I've literally just been like hyper fixating on like conspiracy theories, and I don't want to bring that to like all my streams, like because I would not be talking about MMA. So I had to like take a break from streaming a little bit because like I've been fixated on the whole Charlie Kirk situation, to be honest. So that's why I've just been making like quick videos and stuff like that. Which ones do you believe in? There's a real big one. There's a real big one about like I don't know how I can word this. It's a very controversial one, but it's one with a lot of evidence. You can just think a little bit. It's one that it's more mainstream now, but when I used to believe it, it was not the mainstream. Which ones do you believe in? I just read that. Roger is good, but DFV, yeah, David, it's all over for him. Yeah, David is 100% going to prison for the rest of his life, or at the very least, he's going to be a registered sex offender. But I'm almost certain. Like, they found her body chopped up in his fucking car. And she'd been missing for a couple of months. So, like, yeah. And she wasn't even 15. That's the crazy part. Wasn't even 15 yet. She was 14. This guy's 20. That's insane, right? Like, how the fuck did he meet her? She would have been 11 when they met because they'd been a thing for a couple of years. And he was like posting stuff about being jealous and all this stuff. Like, what's he jealous of fucking fourth graders? Like, you met her when she was 11. Like, who the fuck you pissed off about some fucking fourth graders? Like, holding your hand in the fucking, like, about when they're doing Ring Around the Rosie during swimming lessons or something, you fucking creep. I don't know, it sucks. It fucking sucks that out of all the singers, couldn't it have been someone I didn't like? Like, why couldn't it be someone with bad music? Pedo with a small ego. Yeah, 100%. He's got a small ego. Well, I'd say he's got a high ego. He's got a big ego. Like, the guy's jealous about a fucking, like, 11-year-old he's dating. Like, and they had to share a tattoo as well, which is like, that's an oof. That's a big oof as well. Like, there's just so much that goes into it. I was like, this guy is fucked. Like, there is nowhere I can see where they can, like, plead this. Oh, he didn't do it, man. He didn't do it. They're framing him. You know, somebody killed his fucking girlfriend and put it in the backseat of his car. You know, there's, like, no way you can justify that opinion, I feel like. But I think it's in. I believe in the conspiracy that dumb theories are intentionally spread around to discredit all the other theories, including the legit ones. I think that there's a lot of conspiracies that are true, and that they're people they once like they use patsies or crazy people to believe them, so that it just starts like, oh, then why would you believe that? Look at this person who believes it. Like, like there'll be people who have really good like gauge on like good theories and stuff like that, and then they say something really stupid like they believe in the flat Earth. Yeah. But there you go. Like, yeah, you just mentioned it. Like, I feel like there is genuine flat earthers, but they're like maybe they're like actual bots, not bots like as in like they're literally AI, but they're paid to like believe in like the flat Earth, and then when you hear them talk about like some other like theory that has a lot of like evidence, then they're like, oh, well, this guy believes in a flat Earth. Why would you believe him? Like, I feel like that's a thing. Like, people complain about flat earthers, but I have never met anyone who generally believes in the world being flat. There is actual people who generally believe it. Like, I feel like Bryce Mitchell generally believes it. I remember seeing a clip a couple years ago where there was this guy on Iraqi TV who was a what's the word here? A Quranist. So he believed everything. Like, he believed that the Quran was everything in the literal sense, and he was arguing the Earth is flat because it says in the Quran that the Earth is like a carpet. It's so essentially saying that like the Earth is flat like a carpet, and this guy was arguing with like a physicist on Iraqi TV that the Earth is flat. So there is genuine people, but a lot of the time it's people who maybe misinterpret religious text, or maybe that like religious text is wrong. And that's how they take it. The Nova even to continue his tour makes my blood boil. He did like 4 tours. Like, he did 4 days in a row after it. And there's like people who would have heard about it. How is nobody going up there and fucking socking him in the jaw, to be honest? Like, I like the guy's music, but after hearing about all that shit, I would sock the guy in the fucking jaw if I was there. Like, fuck it. If you're going to get roughed up by security, might as well fucking get a hit on a fucking nonce. I also think that dumb theories are spread frees the public, accepting censorship. For example, if Facebook censors anti-vaxxers or flat earthers, people would be happy. Yeah, it always starts with one opinion. Like, oh, it always, you can just, you can always tell with these things that there's always some fucking like catalyst. Like, there's always a bigger motive for them to start censorship or stuff like that. Like, I've seen some pretty dumb theories out there, but the question is, where do you draw the line? If a social media website is allowed to silence one opinion, can they silence other opinions? That's the slippery slope that happens. That's the slippery slope where it begins, unfortunately. And like, once that happens, that's why all freedom of speech needs to be free. Because like in my country of Australia, we don't have fucking freedom of speech here. If we say certain opinions, we can get like, we can face some backlash, especially if it's on Facebook. Not as bad as the UK. So it's not as bad, but like it'll get to that point. Like, look at the UK, you can't even voice your opinion on stuff. Some guy in the UK said he loves bacon and he got fucking arrested for hate speech. Like, that's fucking ridiculous. Just a thought, the elites love silence of voices by dumbing down the standard of education. Ever take Rishi Sunak not long after saying math is a conspiracy subject of hierarchy. He got ousted. Yeah, like I feel like they are trying to dumb people down as well. Most of his fans are hardcore. They don't care at all. They turn blind eye on everything. Not to be racist, but what I'm seeing in the black community is defending David, which is crazy. That's insane. That is actually insane. If they're actually defending him, that's like actual tribalism. There is no reason to defend David. Like, there is no way you can fucking defend him at all. But unfortunately, it is a common thing I've noticed. Unfortunately, like there was even that Ukrainian girl who got stabbed. I seen people defending that. Unfortunately, and then I also obviously Raja Jackson people defending that. So like I don't know. People are just so fucking tribal. I'm so scared about the future of technology and AI. Peter Thiel seems like he's up to no good. Yeah, the whole Palantir shit is pretty scary, right? All that Palantir, like who knows what's gonna happen with all that. I'm not. If they want me to put a chip in my head, if they told me you put a chip in this head and it'll make you live forever, I don't fucking care. I'd rather fucking die. Then I'd rather live to old age and die than have like a fucking chip in my head that keeps me immortal that I can't believe what I want to believe. You'd pretty much be some sort of bot. You know, I'm never putting a chip in me. Fuck that. I don't care what they say. I'm never. I'm gonna stay as normal human. I'm not becoming some sort of cyborg. They're like saying it's a choice. Like they started dating when she was 11, and he was like, he must have been what? He's 6 years older, so he must have been what, like 16, and she was 11. 5. He must have been 17. She was 11 or something like that. That's outrageous. Actually, no. I think I'm mixing it up. No, wait. I don't know. It's fucking outrageous. Anyone like defending David is probably a pedophile themselves. Just saying, our boys team are a bunch of dum dums, and they used to take the Mickey out of Tony Abbott. I agree. To be fair, like I don't like either the Liberal Party or the Labour Party, but like both of them, I feel like are the same side of the like they're the same head. Oh, what's the fucking saying? The same side of the different head of the same coin or whatever it is. Sorry, I sound like a fucking retard right now. Too much sun, but like it's just so stupid. Like they unfortunately they agree on more than they disagree with at this point. John, they have been producing facial recognition track citizen overseas, and Phil is teaching a 5-part lecture on the Antichrist, which seems a bit fitting. Isn't Peter Phil an atheist? I didn't think he was religious at all either. So what's he like talking about the whole Antichrist shit for? But I have heard all that stuff about Palantir and all that, which is all scary, which of course will come to all the other countries in the West. Because we're not allowed freedom of opinion. Like, it will... Yeah, he isn't religious. This is what I mean. Like, these are guys trying to become God. These guys who don't believe in God, they're trying to create themselves as God. You know? It's full... I don't know, it's scary. It's honestly scary. All these rich, powerful people. Like, as much as people give him shit, I feel like Elon is one of the better rich people out there. At least he's not doing all this, like, creepy, weird shit. But I don't know, maybe he's a supporter of Peter Thiel. I'm not sure. Palantir's had a massive contract with the CIA. And the thing is, JD Vance is like Peter Thiel's boy. That's the thing. And he's probably going to be the next, like, Republican presidential candidate. Or if something happens to Trump, God forbid, he'll become president. And I don't know. I feel like he's worse. Like, the whole Palantir connection is pretty scary. The whole Peter Thiel connection. Got paid through college by Peter Thiel. He's Peter Thiel's boy and everything. You know, scary stuff. That somebody so connected. Somebody who's like... Because I don't know how good the Democrats can do the next election, to be honest. I think, like, it's going to be tough for them to win. Maybe they can win. Like, I feel like Trump would have to fuck up pretty badly for JD Vance not to win the next election, which is possible, to be honest. Peter Thiel was the one who made the call to Trump to select Vance as his VP. I've heard that as well, yeah. But also, apparently, Tucker Carlson was, like, a big part of that as well. He told Trump to get JD as well. So, I don't know. There's always a playmaker behind the kingmaker behind the scenes, of course. It's just about finding out who there's more behind the shadows that we don't even know the names of. Like, I honestly don't believe Elon Musk is the richest person. I reckon there's like some secret shadow person like who's probably already a trillionaire behind the scenes. But the assets are probably split between multiple different bank accounts in different countries, you know. I know this sounds like crazy stuff, but you got to think about it. Like, there's probably someone out there with a fake name who's got maybe like $1 billion in like multiple different bank accounts or something like that we don't even know about. You know, there's all these different banking systems around the world. But I don't know. Maybe I'm sounding like a loony right now, but that's just something I believe personally. What do you guys reckon? Russian oligarchs and Saudis, I believe, have reached 1 trillion. The House of Saud is crazy because I read somewhere that almost the majority of Saudi Arabia in a couple of years' time, like Saudi people, not like counting like expats, the majority of people in Saudi Arabia are going to have heritage from the House of Saud. So like the sheiks and everything. That is crazy because they're having that many kids, they're marrying they're taking that many wives and stuff like that. That eventually, like most of the Saudi Arabian population is going to be related to the royal family, which is fucking insane. Obviously, there is a thing called like ancestor paradox, I think it's called, where like everybody will have ancestry from like the royals eventually, but like with the House of Saud is like very recent. Like they're all just like having like 200 kids each, like the really rich ones. Like they all have so many fucking kids. Like there was like one king, he had like 300 kids and had like multiple different wives. Has like I think I read that he has like 20,000 descendants and he only died in like the 1960s, which is pretty crazy when you think about it. And then you factor in his dad would have had like 100 kids, so then that's another like that's probably like 40,000 descendants for him, and it just keeps going back where they're all just related. Because I think the population of Saudi Arabia, not counting the expats, is like 20 million or something like that. So eventually, they all have some sort of relation with the House of Saud, especially considering how long the family's been going around for. But anyway, maybe I'm going off topic there, but I just felt like sharing my knowledge of the House of Saud. But with the Russian oligarchs, who knows with those? Because they use a different banking system. I'm pretty sure Russia, Cuba, Iran, North Korea, and maybe another country are like the only ones who don't use the banking system we use. And obviously, like a bunch of communist countries like Vietnam and maybe Zimbabwe. I don't think they're communist, but I don't think they use the same banking system. I could be wrong on that. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys reckon? Also, you guys are new. Make sure you subscribe, by the way. It's never a bad day to subscribe. Russian. Anyone there still? What's going on, guys? Come on. I see the members slowly going down. Come on. I'll stay on for another like 12 minutes, guys. Come on, let's have a conversation. I don't want to end it yet. I want to at least make it to an hour before I go. Let's see what's in the news. Let's go look at the news, shall we? What's the analytics look like for this? Hello, is anybody there? Where'd everybody go? Everybody died off. What happened? Oh, actually, I know what I'm going to do before I go, actually. I'll send you guys to my last videos and nobody watched it. Let's have a look. Okay, share. Copy. Go live. If you go, make sure you guys go to my new video. It did very bad in the algorithm. You ever do fightdl.com? Let me have a look. Plans this weekend. I'm just gonna chill, to be honest. I'm gonna try and have a I'm probably just gonna chill this weekend. Yeah, probably go out. Yeah, it's been a long week, honestly. This week has felt so fucking long. Like, I don't normally go out as much as I have the last couple days. I'm like very, I think, introverted. Which one is it? Introverted. Guess the UFC fighter. No, I haven't done this before, mixed martial artist. I'll have a look at it. Guess the fighter. Maybe I should do. Yeah, boy, do it. Let's do it. Let's have a look. White colors. Okay, guess the fighter. Okay, how do I do this? Okay, how do I start? Where are the clues? Am I just meant to guess? Classic. See you there. Guess the fighter from the following emojis. Oh my god, it's a fireman emoji. This is 100% Stipe. This is I guarantee you guys. Wait, let me just. All right, there's a fireman emoji. This is definitely Stipe. Woo! That was easy. Maybe I should just stream and do this. This is actually quite fun. That was like very unbelievably easy. Let's see. My ultimate goal is to go down in the most efficient and technical fighter that has ever fought. Oh, fuck. Maybe Dricus DWCS, man. No, I don't know. Maybe DJ? It's a DJ? Fuck. Let's get a clue. Oh, no. I've already got... Oh, I thought that was a new one. Okay, guess not. Let's do another one, shall we? Okay, I got the first one. Guess the fighter by the quotes. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, fuck, I have to guess it again. Maybe John Jones? I don't know. I don't remember this quote, to be honest. Fuck. Fat fingers. Okay, Jones just isn't coming up. Yes, there, it's only one per category each day. One on screen, one on you. Yeah, if I could do that, maybe I'll like... maybe I'll just do like a whole video where I just go into it. Where are the guesses? How can I guess who's... Maybe, is it George St. Pierre? Damn, man, this is bad. I honestly can't guess this quote. Seems like something Bilal would say, to be honest. But I'm not going to pick Bilal. I'm going to go Volk. They don't have Volk? Are you kidding me? Okay, I'm going to go Bilal. Fuck it. Seems like a Bilal quote. Oh, this is bad. I can't get the quote. I can't get it. Silver? Let's see. Maybe? It was. What the fuck? Good man. Damn. Good fucking guess. All right, let's try the other categories. Pitcher? Oh, that's easy. That's fucking Glover Teixeira. That's very easy. Let's go, Glover. Oh, shit, my laptop's about to die. That's why it's, like, slowing down. Holy shit. Okay. Glover. Let's go, Glover. Good. Easy guess. Glover was a pretty easy one. And then what's the other category? Classic. Style clue in 5 tries. Last appearance clue in 8 tries. Nickname clue. How am I meant to do this last one? Mixed martial artist. Like, guess the fighter. Casual test. Guess the fighter by Badgers quote. Guess the pitcher. Maybe it's guess. This one is. I'll give you context after you put in the first guess. Okay, let's go. Let's just go Connor. I'll go Cain Velasquez. Fuck it. Fighter, birth year, male. Okay, so I see what it is. So it's like the gender, so that's a tick, so it's a male fighter. He's got 14 wins, so the person who... Okay, I think I get what this is saying now. Okay. So they've got 14 wins in the UFC. They're male. I'm going to go Kamaru Usman. Male, Nigeria. No, okay. So not a welterweight, not a heavyweight. That evens it out a bit. Let's try a bantamweight. We're going to go with... I don't think Peter Yan has 14 wins. Let's go Yoel Romero. Male. Okay, not a middleweight either. All right, we're slowly going down. Let's go Dan Hooker. I think Dan Hooker has 14 wins at least. He's got 24. Okay, so it has to be 14 wins exactly in the UFC or just in general. Okay, we got to figure out someone with a 14 record. And still, no, it's not a lightweight, featherweight. Damn, what fucking weight class is this guy? Just in general, not just UFC. Okay, so someone who's got 14 wins. Might be Paulo Costa. But no, they're not middleweight. Not a middleweight, though. Because it said not middleweight. Alright, we're going to think about this logistically. Okay, well, let's... Who's like a bantamweight or a flyweight who would have 14 wins? Did I do welterweight? I don't know. I can't remember if I did a welterweight. I did do a welterweight. Okay, I won't go Sean Brady. I think he's got more wins than that anyway. Not Ian Gary. Don't think it's Ian Gary. Obviously, he's... I think... Let's go Peter Yan. I think he's got more than 14 wins, though, actually. Maybe Umar? How many does Umar have? Male, Russia, no. Okay, not a bantamweight. This is probably a featherweight then, right? But Volk's got more than 14 wins. Maybe Gene Silver. He was all the fucking rage at the time. Okay, there's a style clue available. How do we click that? No. Patch notes, no. Okay, I don't even know how to get the fucking clue. Oh, maybe I click it. Fighting style, striking. Oh, yeah, that really helps. Because half the fighters in the UFC, they're strikers. That's very specific. Thanks, mate. What a specific way. Yeah, the strike. He's a striker, not a kickboxer. Doesn't tell me if he's a boxer. Doesn't tell me if he's a Muay Thai fighter. Doesn't tell me if he's a dirty boxer, if he's a pocket boxer. No, just a striker. That really fucking helps. Okay, so it's a flyweight, I think. Maybe Steve Erceg. I'm going to go Steve Erceg. I feel like Steve Erceg doesn't have... He might only have 14 wins. Okay, not the same year. It must be... It's a male. What weight class haven't I... Oh, it must be a light heavyweight. It's a fucking light heavyweight. Rakic? Maybe Rakic. Let's go Rakic. I got it. Oh my god, I fucking got it. What a guess. What a guess. How the fuck did I get that? Honestly. That is shocking. Why was Rakic like... Damn. That's actually quite fun. I need to do more of these. I'm going to just stream when I do these next. Damn, Rakic, you sneaky, sneaky bastard. Hell yeah. Yeah, I had a feeling Rakic made a lot of sense, you know. But, like, I don't know why. He was the first light heavyweight that came to my head, to be honest. I don't know why it was Rakic, but it was, I don't know, Rakic is just... I remember thinking Rakic was going to be really good. Like, I thought he was going to be, like, champion at one point, man. Honestly, I think the ACL tear probably stolted that. But at one point in time, he was pretty damn good. Like, he was doing so good against Yuri Prohaska until he, like, got broken. Like, it was always the chin. He always had the bad chin, unfortunately. I think he's going to lose to... He's not fighting Guskov. He's fighting the other dude. Azamat Murzakanov. I think he's going to lose to Murzakanov. I think Murzakanov probably going to knock him out, unfortunately. Just because he's sort of chinny. He's very chinny. But yeah, no, that's a fun game. Thanks for introducing me to that mixed martial artist. I'll have to do more of them for sure. Praise the Lord. But anyway, we're at an hour now. Probably would have done a longer stream today, but I don't know. Today I've just been fucking exhausted. So I'll really head off. But make sure you guys watch my MMA Fighters Political Assassins tier list video. It's the last video I uploaded. I think it's been completely blacklisted from being recommended because of the nature of the video, but you know, the context of what it's about. But make sure you guys go watch it. If you're not already, make sure you subscribe. And I'll keep this live up. I'm not going to private this one because this one I'm talking about Dana White Contender Series predictions. So I'll keep this one up. So if you guys ever want to go rewatch it, I'll keep it up live. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Go watch my video that I left in here, please. But yeah, thank you guys. I'll see you guys next time. I'm going to go eat myself a steak. Goodbye.